And today we're doing a Leo love reading. So take a look at these cards here. We have the cards designated with some lovely cats for you Leos. And yeah, it's a little bit of a different setup and everything. I've done some moving around, so I hope you like it. Alright, take a look at your cards here. We've got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Take a deep breath, sit back and relax. Choose the one that matches what you were looking for, and we will get started. I'll see you in your reading. Hi Leo, welcome to your pile 1 love reading. So you guys chose this first little kitty cat. We will put this right over here and let's get started. So these are your cards. I have pre-selected these, that way then you don't have to go through the whole shuffling process with me. So please note that this is a general reading, not a personal reading. So if you do want a personal reading, please check down the links down below. My Etsy shop to place an order for a personal reading is right there. So otherwise, let's get started here. All right, so we've got the 9 of Wands, Page of Swords, okay. 10 of Cups in the past, Knight of Pentacles in the present. Oh boy. We've got the World as the challenge. Okay, alright. Yep, Queen of Cups reversed here, and Temperance for them. Alright. The Tower is the advice. And the 10 of Swords reversed. Wow, so Leo. So note that I always read on this side for the sign that I'm reading for, okay? This side, if you resonate with this side, also just do whatever works. So, all right, so basically, Leo, you and your person, you guys hit a stalemate. You really hit a stalemate because you yourself, we've got the 9 of Wands popping up here for you. I mean, this is you standing guard going, oh, hell no, I'm not going to let you get away with that. I'm not doing that. I am not letting you get to my heart with that shit. Now, what that shit is a whole nother thing. So, that's going to be individual for each one of you. But that's you being guarded going, I don't think I want to give my heart to this person. And we've got that showing right here with this Queen of Cups being reversed too. So, with your person, we've got the Page of Swords reversed. We've got an extremely immature person who's not willing to take anybody's opinion. I mean, they're very stubborn is what's coming through here. Very stubborn and refusing to even consider anybody else's ideas. And Leo, you don't really go with that. I mean, you're more of a collaborative kind of person. So you like to work with people. You like to work together and feel like your views and ideas are valid. And this person is absolutely not doing that. So something happened in the past. I mean, because the thing is that in the past you guys had this 10 of Cups. You guys were really happy. I mean, this may have just been like the honeymoon phase here. This may have just been the honeymoon phase. Why is this being goofy here? This may have just been yeah, my focus is being funky. Sorry about that. No, my focus is fine. Weird. So Leo, basically with this, wow, you're just not even doing it. This is crazy. I don't know what the deal is. Okay. So Leo, with this one right here, basically what's happening, you guys, it's like this was a honeymoon phase that you guys went through. That could very possibly be it. Being a honeymoon phase where you just were like, ah, the lights were shining and the rays of, heaven's love coming down on you guys, just kind of happiness. But something came to a full and hard stop right here with this King of Pentacles reversed. Full, hard stop. I'm going to clarify this stuff to find out what happened, because something just, it's kind of like when you hear the record go, and it like jerks to a stop, right? It's just horrible. It came to a hard stop and you're like, oh no, we're not doing that. So it's like something happened with this person that it was a 100%, nope, that's not happening. No, I'm not doing this. It was a make it or break it scenario, and it was broken. So the challenge between you guys here, we have the World. So the World is basically showing that this cycle is coming to an end for you and this person. It is coming to an end. You guys are trying to close it out, but you're finding it difficult. So there might be some sort of arguments and fights and stuff like that. I feel like there's a lot of ego going on here. I mean, Leo, it could be you, don't get me wrong, because, being a Leo moon, I know for a fact I have an ego and I can get lost in it sometimes. But the thing is, I feel like a lot of times this person is too. This person is absolutely sticking in their ego and they're not being cooperative. So, Leo, like your position here that we've got, as far as like what you know about yourself, is your Queen of Cups reversed. I don't know what happened. But right here, this is happiness and love and whatever. But then suddenly this came to a hard stop and you decided you didn't love this person anymore. I don't know what happened, but something happened. We're going to find out. I'll get some details here in a bit. Your person has suddenly decided, yeah, I'm going to back off from Leo with this Temperance card. I'm going to back off because, I don't really want to be a part of this anymore. So you guys are kind of like doing this, starting to separate and pull apart from each other. And a lot of times that can create a lot of angst and emotions and stuff like that. So the advice from Spirit, we have the Tower card. You know what this is saying to me? Because this being the advice, rip the Band-Aid off. Just rip it off and get it done. Get it done. Break the cord. Get out. Yes, it's going to be disturbing. Yes, it's going to be sudden and harsh. But this is basically one of those things where it's like, this is going to be a slow descent into hell if you just slowly do this to try and avoid hurting feelings. Break it off. Just be like, you know what, I think we're not going to work anymore. I think it's time for us to go our separate ways. And that's it. You don't have to blow up and say you're a fucking asshole, or you don't have to do any of that stuff. You don't have to do that. You can just be like, I think it's time for us to go our separate ways. You know what, I'll see you later. And the future card here, as far as like the outcome, we've got the Ten of Swords reversed. Being 100% done with it. 100% done. Having the Ten of Swords like right side up shows that you're still kind of living in the pain, but with like the betrayal pain and the, oh, I still love them and that kind of thing. This is over it right here. This is over it. I'm past it. Move on. So let's get some advice. Let's get some details on this stuff, because I'm like, dude, what happened? What happened in this situation? Because, I mean, that's just, oof, All right. So what has Leo all defensive here? Why is this Nine of Wands here, please? Why is the Nine of Wands there? Why has Leo all defensive, please? All these? Okay. Okay. All right. So, we've got the Magician reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, Three of Swords reversed, and the Ace of Swords reversed. So, when this Magician card is reversed like this, it is very much a case of somebody manipulated a situation. They probably manipulated you, and you're freaking pissed off about it. You're really upset with it, and when this Queen of Cups here, of course it matches this too. You're just like, dude, nope, nope, not loving that. Not loving that at all. In fact, the opposite of loving that. It made you really upset. We've got the Three of Swords reversed. I mean, it was some hardcore betrayal. Hardcore betrayal. And it had to do with somebody not telling the truth with the Ace of Swords here. Somebody didn't tell you the truth. And they manipulated. So this person probably lied about something. Let's see here. Tell me about this Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here, please? The Empress. Now, so the Empress is always like a really good card, but the thing is that in this context with this person being real stubborn and stuck on themselves in regards to everything, this is very much an ego-serving type of position here. Like, I'm just out here to take care of myself, because the Empress does talk about self-care. I'm just here to take care of myself, and I don't give a fuck about anybody else. It just shows that they don't really care. They don't really care. All right, 10 of Cups. Why is this here in the past? What happened? Why is the 10 of Cups here, please? Look at that. We have the Knight of Cups reversed. So you guys did have this 10 of Cups right here. But then what had happened with this Nine of Cups reversed, it suddenly kind of came to a stop. Where, Leo, you weren't being taken care of suddenly. And you're like, well, what just happened? Why is this happening like this? Why is Knight of Pentacles here, please? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here, please? Alright. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so Knight of Pentacles talks about that hard stubbornness and everything like that. And this Eight of Pentacles talks about how oh, this is just telling me that it's about time for you guys to move separately. Gotcha. So it's about time to move separately from each other, because the thing is that this Eight of Pentacles can talk about like soul's purpose. It was just time. It was just time. All right, tell me more about, let's see here, the World card, please. Why is this so hard? Why is the World card here? Why is this so hard? Oh. Look at that. So this is hard because we've got the World right here, which a lot of times talks about completion of cycles, time to be done with things, as well as, you know, beginning new cycles, right? Beginning new cycles. The thing is that involves a major choice, a life-changing choice. The Lovers isn't always necessarily have to do with two people being the ultimate love, you know, and that type of thing. It also has to do with coming up to a fork in the path. A fork in the path where you have to make a decision and your life's going to change no matter what. So that was what was making it so difficult, was making that change, which during when the Lovers comes up in that context with the World, it's going to be a harsh change, especially with this Tower card being recommended. Just pull the Band-Aid off, right? Get it done. All right. Tell me more about this outcome here with this Ten of Swords. Tell me more about the outcome, please. How's Leo going to feel about this? Okay, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, so basically, it's going to throw you for a little bit of a loop. You're going to kind of lose some of your natural confidence. Or you probably already feel this way now. You just feel like you're not going to be as comfortable as you were previously, because you're going in a direction that you had never really gone into before. So it's completely different. And of course, any sort of change, anybody who sits here and says that they love change is lying to you. You love the outcome of change, yes, because change is great. But the process of change is a whole nother thing, and it just sucks all the way around. It just sucks. All right, so let's get some advice here for you, Leo, from the Rebel deck. All right, advice for Leo, pile 1, please. In regards to this reading, Leo, pile 1, regarding this reading, please. Advice. All right. Yeah. You need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Yeah. Cry it out. Cry it out. And know that it's actually going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Let me get some advice here from the Mermaid Oracle that I have as well for you. Let's see. How's it going to turn out here for Leo after all this is done, please? How's it going to go for Leo, please? Ooh, okay. All right. It says, accepts heaven's help. You prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. You may have asked for something different, something that was a little bit more, closer to what your soul really wants and closer to what your soul's purpose is. We have, stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Yep, just keep going. Just keep on swimming. And then, helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. So you may have a friend or someone, maybe even a guide, who wants to help you out through this. And, so maybe they want to talk to you, maybe they want to, just kind of help you through it, as far as like maybe you're really starting something new in your life. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're doing something else and this is splitting up because of that. That kind of thing, so. All right, here, pile 1. This is what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. And if this did resonate, hit that like button, and I will see you all next time. Thanks. Bye. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your Leo love reading. So, you guys chose the Adventuring Kitty Cat, and I will put that right there. All right, so I did shuffle out your cards and get those all ready for you without you having to suffer through all the shuffling and everything. But before I get started, I wanted to tell you this is a general reading, okay? It's a general reading, not a personal reading. If you do wish to have a personal reading, I do have a link down below to my Etsy shop where you can place an order for a 30-minute reading, personal reading. So check that out. Please also note that, just take whatever resonates. Whatever resonates, because this is general, and we can kind of just roll from there. If it does resonate, or any piece of it does, hit that like button. It really does help me out. I do appreciate it. Let's get started. All right, starting off fiery with the Queen of Wands. Good. And your person is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Cups reversed. The World reversed. Okay, Queen of Pentacles reversed in the challenge. We've got Six of Wands here for you, Leo. For them, Page of Swords. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Okay. The Emperor for the advice and the outcome. The Hierophant. Well, Leo. You know what it looks like? It looks like your person is just like not even paying attention. Not even paying attention, because here you are in all your glamour and gorgeousness, right? With this Queen of Wands energy. I mean, this is fiery, magnetic, beautiful, inspiring, you know, all these wonderful characteristics. And this person's just like, meh, I'm off working. And over here, it's like she's looking this way at your, it's like you're looking at your person here, Leo. I always read Leo on this side, okay? Or any other sign, I read them on this side. But if you're resonating over here, fabulous. So your person, I mean, this is the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, this is somebody who's very focused on what they're doing as far as like work and stuff like that. And they're turned away from you, Leo. It's just like clink, clink, clink. I don't really care what Leo's doing. Clink, 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 right? And you're just over there like, well, look at me and all my gorgeousness, and yet you're not, you don't give a shit. That's fascinating. So in the past, we've got the Three of Cups reversed. It's like you and your person have just kind of, what it feels like is like you guys have lost or forgotten is what I'm going to say. You've forgotten the joy and passion in being together. You guys may have been together for a long time. But this is like where it's like, well, things just aren't as exciting anymore. And you know what the thing is, that does happen in relationships that's been together for a while. I've been with my husband for almost 11 years now. And yeah, things slow down. You're not going to be continuously, you know, super excited and stuff like that. And I have one of those rainbows and butterflies types of marriages. I mean, we get along extremely well. But yeah, it's not filled with drama. It's not filled with, you know, passion or even going out on dates. Of course, we've got small children, so that's... and no babysitter, because we live in a state with no family. So, doesn't matter. But shit happens, right? As you get into a relationship, and sometimes things are just not as great as they used to be. It happens that way. But that's what it feels like, is that it's just kind of taken a natural turn, because relationships go down and go up, go down and go up, right? You guys have to remind yourselves how to have a good relationship, okay? You have, and a good relationship involves passion. It involves passion. It involves laughter. It involves spending time together without looking at your phones or looking at the laptop or working on something together, but also having your own individual time, because Leo, this is you right here going, I need more attention. That's what this is. Yes, that's very stereotypical Leo, yes. But the thing is that that's also just necessary in relationships. Unless you don't want to be in the relationship anymore, you don't want that attention. But you know what? You do want that attention. You do want it. And they're just like, huh? Well, yeah, honey, I'll talk to you later. You know, that kind of thing, right? So right here, the present energies is the World reversed. This is a reminder that it is not over, okay? This relationship isn't ending. It's not happening that way. This person still loves you. I still feel love, but I feel like they're just being distracted. That's what I feel like. I feel like they're being distracted. They're not paying attention. Now, it's, you know, kind of negligent to not pay attention, but it doesn't mean they're a bad person, right? So it's a reminder that this isn't over, and you're really kind of sticking to it. Maybe they're going through a major project with their work or something like that, right? So the challenge here, we've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This just speaks of, feeling uncomfortable, because this is new for you guys. Feeling uncomfortable and not feeling like you're in a safe spot with each other. That may be due to, some insecurities deep down. That may be due to, something else that's going on. Like maybe, you're just missing them. That's uncomfortable right there. You're just missing this person. So Leo, so what happens with Leos, as y'all may know, is that, when this happens, you start, parading around. You're like, hey, remember me? Kind of doing one of those things. And your bright, shiny personality comes out. Because you're like, hey, yeah, so you want to go out and do this? So you get this bright, shiny, magnetic, inspirational personality that's just like, bing, you turn into a giant peacock, right? Giant peacock. I'm not saying this stuff in a bad way, okay? This is a, hey, I'm actually nice, and I want to be around you. I want to, love you. I want to, rebuild this situation. And what better way than to smile pretty and say, hey, I like you. Let's go out to eat. Let's go to your favorite place. Let's go to a movie. Especially now that all the COVID restrictions are coming back out. You're not required to stay in your house anymore these days for most of the US. So this is you just, putting on your pretty stuff, basically. Putting on your prettiness so that you can hopefully catch their attention again. That's what you're doing. They're just being, with this Page of Swords reverse, they are not paying attention at all whatsoever. Very distracted. Very distracted. And I don't think it has anything to do with anything that you did wrong or anything, Leo. It has nothing to do with anything you did wrong. They're just working. Working. It's very Capricorn feeling. It's very Capricorn feeling. And very much a workaholic type situation. So this person may have heavy Capricorn in their chart. So that may be, that's something that you may want to look into if you haven't done that with your person, is, find out what their sun, moon, and rising is if you can. If you're in a long-term relationship, I'm sure it's not going to be an issue to get their birth time if they know it. Birth time and location if they know it. And find out what their sun, moon, and rising is. And those big three, they really do help you understand that person a little bit more. Especially, what Leo is, and if you don't know your moon and rising sign, look it up. And take a look at the compatibility. It's really fun to look at that. So the advice here from Spirit, we've got the Emperor. And the thing is that, so this advice here is to take the bull by the horns, right? Take the bull by the horns and just direct it the way it needs to go. Have the confidence and understanding that sometimes work just needs to get done. But then when that work's done, it's time you can step in and you can be like, look at me, For some reason I just thought of Batman, and I don't know why I just did that. But anyways, you're like, look at me. Pay attention to me. And this is you taking it by the horns and demanding that you get the attention that you need. Of course, being respectful of their situation as well. Or at least you guys having the conversation in regards to this. So the outcome here, we've got the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is basically showing that interesting. So what I'm feeling with this card is that there's a couple of stories coming through, and that's what I'm trying to sift through. So one basically says that your guys' connection will restart. It'll restart, and they'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I got lost in my work, and yeah, let's do this, and let's actively work on it. I do feel like this is going to require, Leo, that you have a talk with them about it. And tell them, hey, I'm really not feeling very loved here. I feel like I'm not being paid attention to. I understand that you have to work, but I'm losing it here, and I feel like you don't want to be with me anymore because you're too focused on your work. many times that type of conversation will draw out somebody who's really not interested in the relationship, and it will specifically make them to that point do that. In my opinion, in regards to that type of situation, walk with care. I don't feel like this person's like that. I don't feel like they prefer work over you. I really don't. I feel like it's like they just lost track of time. That's what it's like. They just lost track of time. And they just got so focused on it and kept working and they keep doing that maybe you guys need to set up another schedule where, at this time of day on this day, it's, let's do this specifically together. So I feel like you're gonna go to a more, I'm gonna say rigid schedule with each other. That way then you get your time that you need and they get their time to work on what they need to work on. The other thing that was coming through here was that if this person gets all pissed off that you're wanting some attention, now calling this person 16 times while they're at work is ridiculous. Don't do that. I was one of those. I get it. I was like that when I was like in my 20s, early 20s. I wanted to talk to them all the time. And I remember my husband telling me that his ex-girlfriend, she used to like sit there and call him while he was at the gym. All he's doing is trying to work out and stay fit. And she'd call him and want to talk to him while he's at the gym. And I'm just like, oh my God, let them go for a second. If you are doing that to this person, you're not giving them time to work. You need to give them time to work. That means you need to find something else to do. But if you are giving them time to work, if you're being reasonable, being adult about it, then they flip out and say, you're not letting me work, even though you're being perfectly reasonable. And calling them all the time and texting them all the time is not reasonable, by the way. It's not reasonable. They have a job to do. And so if you're being reasonable about your behavior and they flip out going, you're not letting me work and this and this and this and I can't do this right now, you guys may need some therapy. I always see this guy as like a mediator between people. A mediator. So let's get some details. Some details. But I don't feel like it's that kind of negativeness. I genuinely feel like most of this, whoever's watching this for you, it feels like it's just somebody that just happens to get lost in it and doesn't realize that you feel this way. They don't realize that you're feeling like that. So let's see. So let's take a look at the Eight of Pentacles. Nope. What's this Eight of Pentacles here for? Please show me. Ace of Wands. So it may be like a new project that they're working on. It almost, what I just heard was new startup. So especially if they're starting up a new business or something like that, they've got a lot of shit to do in the beginning. Getting things set up and rolling and Leo, it's just going to take some time. But yes, I agree. They need to have a balance on, how much time they spend together with you. Tell me more about this World card, please. Why is the World card here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so like remember how I said with this World card that things are not over. It's not over. The cycle's not over between you guys. It is just a continuation. It's just a hold on. And it's because you love each other. You love each other and it is a partnership between you and them. So try to remember that, Leo. You guys are in partnership together, and so both of you have to compromise in regards to certain things. Of course, you need to be healthy about those compromises. Be healthy about them. But Tell me more about, okay. All right, so I was asking more about this Six of Wands right here, and we've got the Page of Swords that came out. Yeah, so this is, again, you watching them. You're just kind of watching them going, hey. This is like the spy card. It's like the spy card. You're just keeping an eye on them. I'm watching you, kind of lurking, you know, that kind of thing. So, try not to obsess too much. Try to keep it separate. Do your own thing for a while. And a lot of times, you know, if you disappear for a while and you know, they don't hear from you or whatever, they're going to be like, what happened? And they'll reach out to you because they'll notice the difference. All right, tell me more about this Hierophant card here. All right. All right, so we've got the Nine of Swords reversed, Four of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, so, like, because here's the Queen of Wands right side up, right? And this is you know, turning on the bright shininess to get their attention, right? This is you being able to turn it off. And don't get me wrong, Leo's never actually turn it off, but this is like turning it on, right? So you're going to turn off the on part. Because the thing is that you'll find out that there's really nothing to worry about with this Nine of Swords reversed. There's nothing to worry about. And you're not going to be sitting here like this guy. Look at how bored he looks. He's kind of pissed off, right? He looks bored and pissed off. You're not going to be sitting like that anymore. It's reversed. It's not going to be like that. All right, let's get some advice here from the Rebel Couples deck. This one right here. All right, so what's the advice for Leo and their person for this spread here, please? Okay. All right. So, first one starts with just walk away. Have each other's back. So, Leo, if you are starting to realize in this reading here that you're just like, oh, maybe I am being a little overbearing, a little demanding, a little too much demanding. I'm not talking about, you know, don't get me wrong. We are humans. We need attention and things need to be reasonable. There needs to be equal give and take, okay? Equal give and take. But Leo, if you're demanding too much, and I've had my share, my ex was a triple Leo, and oh my goodness, they demanded so much attention. So much, and I wasn't allowed to spend any time by myself. I mean, they were breathing down my neck all the time, and I was just like, oh my God, get off of me. So if that's the case, stand back a little bit. Stand back. Have their back, because they're starting something new. Okay? They're starting something new, and yeah, you can't be involved right now, and that's okay. Because, you know, they're out there trying to make money or make a business. And you know what? You can't say thank you enough. They deserve a medal for putting up with your ass. So, you know, take a good hard look at how you're behaving with them. Okay? Take a good hard look. Be honest with yourself. And I know that there's certain ways that, you know, Leos, I have a Leo moon, so I get it. I get it. But mine tends to be balanced with, you know, Scorpio and Virgo. So, it's definitely worth just taking a good hard look at what you're doing. So, all right, Leo, thank you very much, Pile 2. I do appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the little black obsidian Garfield that I've got here, which is just awesome. Found this on Etsy, and I was like, yep, that's mine. So, get your cards here all split out and ready to roll here, Leo. So just know that basically this is a general reading, not a personal reading. If you would like a personal reading, I do have a link down below to my Etsy shop where you can order a personal reading from me that I will send to you. So with that being said, some of this may still resonate with you, as you know, there may be just certain pieces of it. And if it does resonate, hit that like button. It really does help me out. So let's get started. All right, so we've got the King of Wands reversed. Wow, versus the King of Swords reversed. Queen of Cups in the past. King of Pentacles in the present. What is going on? And the challenge is Four of Wands. Wow, okay. And in you, Leo, we've got Page of Swords reversed. The unknown factor here is Ten of Cups for them. Wow, okay. Advice from Spirit is the Temperance card. And the outcome is Seven of Cups reversed. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. And it's coming across really weird for me. And so kind of going against really what I built this spread for. So we're just going to wing it and see how it goes. So what I've got here, I mean, look at all of these court cards here. And, I mean, look at that. Just a ton of court cards. And what it's kind of looking like here, Leo, is that you're trying to make a choice between like multiple people. You're trying to make a choice. And you're really unsure about your choice with this King of Wands reversed right here. You're really unsure about it. It's freaking you out. So you've kind of lost some of the confidence factor because I feel like the way you're feeling is that you don't have a clear view of who these people are. You don't have a clear view. You feel like there's something, I say hidden. I'm not saying this to be like any sort of like scary hidden type stuff, but you feel like you're not getting all the story. That's what it kind of feels like here. And so there is one main person that I feel like you are trying to stay with, or you know, you're currently with, or it's like easier for you to be with. But they themselves, they're just kind of being really unsure about the whole situation as well with this King of Swords reversed energy. So I always associate the King of Swords with King Henry VIII. There's a deck that he actually shows up on, the King of Swords. And King Henry VIII was always a very sharp person, very, smart in regards to war and making decisions and analytical and strategic, that kind of thing. And very, very king-like energy, right? Well, this person's not being like that for you. They're not being like that for you. And that's where the problem is. They are not confident enough. And I feel like you may feel like with this person, while it would be very easy for you to either stay with this person or to be with this person, it would not challenge you enough. That's what I feel like you feel. So there's this other stuff here going on because like I feel like what's happening is in the past you've had really good love with this Queen of Cups. You've had really good love in the past. This may signify an ex right here. This may signify an ex that you're looking at. It could be male or female, gender doesn't matter. This is just talking about the love and how you view that past person and how you view that relationship. And I feel like you're kind of idealizing it. You're kind of idealizing it. And so, but the person that's standing in front of you is more stable, right? More stable, more long-term, more committed, but kind of unsure of things. Maybe not a challenge, right? This guy right here is all about the comfort, about setting up for the future, that kind of thing. And so, but this one was all about the love in the past. So the challenge here, Leo, for you is we've got this Four of Wands. You're just trying to be happy. Trying to make sure you're doing the best thing for yourself to be happy. That's what's happening. And you're finding it hard. You're finding it difficult because I think that you may be feeling that you are unsure of what you actually want. You're learning who you are. And whenever you're learning who you are, you're learning to set boundaries with yourself. You're learning to determine like what it is you actually like, not what you're supposed to like. You know, because that's two completely different things sometimes. So, and when a lot of times when we're raised by, you know, I'm going to say controlling parents or something like that, many of us are so used to being people pleasers, and Leo, vast majority of Leos tend to do this anyways. It's naturally built into you guys to be people pleasers. And so finding what exactly you like is a struggle for you. So, but you're feeling, you know, pretty lost with that, with this Page of Swords reversed here. You're feeling pretty lost with that. It's not, you're feeling like you don't have the answers and you have no idea where to look. No idea. Thing is that a lot of times there is no specific place to look other than inward and with time and experience with things. So if you tend to be on the younger side, I'm going to say, you know, in your 20s, if you're in your 20s, it just takes time. It takes time. I didn't start to actually know who I was until I was in my 30s. So many of us are just floundering all around in our 20s. Just floundering around, doing the best we can to survive, you know, that kind of thing. And then in your 30s, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Okay. So the thing that you aren't aware of here, the unseen factor, which this is fascinating. This is about the person that's standing in front of you, okay? We've got the Ten of Cups. You are their happiness. You are their happiness. And I believe that you can have happiness with this person, because it's like this person is this, and the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. And you know what? The thing is that this King of Swords, when he's right side up, he can be kind of an asshole. He can be kind of an asshole. But the King of Pentacles, not really. Not really. He's pretty laid back. But, you know, combine King of Pentacles with Ten of Cups, boom. That's like rainbows and butterflies, man. Rainbows and butterflies relationship. And it may be something that kind of freaks you out. You're like, well, what if this isn't it? Well, there's a lot of what ifs. You have to go with what your heart says and what your higher self says. So ask yourself, should I do this? You will get an immediate answer. Should I do this? And the immediate answer that pops into your head without you even questioning what that answer is the answer. That's just how it works. Because your higher self will talk to you all day. It will. And yes or no answers are the best ones. So the advice here from Spirit, we've got the Temperance card reversed. So Temperance reversed. This is definitely saying, quit standing, you know, shit or get off the pot. That's basically what it's saying. Shit or get off the pot. Get going. Get going. Just move. That's all you gotta do. Just move. Just keep moving with this person, and you know what? It'll be okay. Stop idolizing this person in the past. They're in the past for a reason. They're there for a reason. You know that relationship was different. Look deep into why you're still thinking about that person. Look really deep and find what it is that you're aching for that relationship had that this one doesn't. Because when you have a Queen of Cups card and a Ten of Cups, it's about the same. It's just a different person. So what's the difference? What is it that's bugging you? So the outcome here, we've got the Seven of Cups here reversed, which is awesome. This is actually pretty good. So that means clarity. Your clarity is coming. It is coming. It's a matter of you seeing things for what they are, realizing what your own shit is on the inside, right? Realizing that you had the answer the whole time. And you just had to learn to trust yourself with it. All right, let's get some details. Get some details, some clarification on this stuff. Here for pile 3, Leo. This is interesting. I mean, look at all of these court cards. I'm just like, wow. But, you know, like a Leo, you have a choice. You know, because you're awesome, right? It's like, fuck yeah. All right, let's take a look at this King of Swords. Why is this King of Swords here? Why is this King of Swords here, please? I had to scoot forward. There we go, so I can reach it better. Why is this King of Swords here, please? For Leo, pile 3. Here we go. High Priestess reversed. Okay. So High Priestess reversed, yeah, it's just kind of showing that this person's kind of just off kilter a little bit right now. Like something threw them off a little bit, and they just weren't that sure about what's going on with you. So something that has happened between you guys that's kind of raised their own red flags inside as well. So definitely something to review with them. Now, what is this King of Wands reversed here? Please. Why is this King of Wands here? Five of Cups reversed. Okay, gotcha. So the biggest thing that you've got going on that's really kind of bugging you is that you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to be disappointed in your decision that you're making. You don't want to make a mistake. That's what's kind of throwing you for a loop. You don't want to make a mistake. You're questioning this current situation, still looking back at that past situation, but you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. And you know what? Your gut's going, hey, don't make a mistake. And it's probably because you're looking at this past person here. What is it about this past person for Leo? What is it about them that's pulling Leo's attention? What is it about them? Okay, that one. The Magician reversed. Okay. So, in the past relationship, to have the Magician reversed, a lot of times that shows like kind of like a narcissist or someone manipulative, someone who does things for their own personal gain rather than the greater good, if that makes sense. So this person was likely very charming and opportunist. You know, these are the type of people that just like, you know, people like you and I have a Leo moon, so I have emotions like you guys. They're very similar, and I'm a Scorpio, so that just throws it all in there. When you have like a charmer / opportunist type person, it really takes a lot to see through that. There's a reason why they're in your past, right? There's a reason, and they probably broke your heart. They probably broke your heart. You had it down for this person, and you never quite got the closure that you were looking for. So if you look at some of your, I'm going to say childhood relationships like with your family or whatever, that will help you see how that's related to this and what you keep looking at and being drawn to. Because, you know, sometimes when you had some issues in the past with relationships or your definition of love, that can create issues with seeing somebody who's perfectly stable, like this King of Pentacles here. This scares someone with issues from their past. This scares them because you know what? The thing is that that person who had issues in their past, they saw their parents as stable and secure when they actually weren't. And that's why you're scared of that. You're scared of the weren't part. Okay? So this right here, that's why you're looking back at this guy going, well, at least I know what I'm getting into here. I know this guy's going to break my heart. I know that'll happen because I'm not stupid, right? This is a situation where you're like, boy, this looks all pretty with these 10 of Cups and this King of Pentacles looks all pretty and everything, but boy, it's terrifying me. Yeah, or it looks like it's boring. You know, it's boring because it's not dramatic or something like that. Some people identify, fighting with love or negative attention as love. Just because that's what you got as a kid, negative attention, and you never got the good positive reinforcement that you deserved. So it created an imbalance in your love definition. It's really hard to work with. It's hard, but once you start to see it for what it is, that's when you can start to get past it. That's when the clarity happens. Okay, so let's look at, I feel like I just answered this whole thing right here of you not knowing what to do. I feel like I just answered that. Look deep. Look into like inner child work, definition of love work. All that shadow work stuff. Tell me more about, I haven't even asked the question. Tell me more about this Seven of Cups. What is it that's gonna help change the situation and clear away the fog here? What's gonna change it and clear away the fog? Okay. Four of Cups. See here. So Four of Cups. So okay. This is basically, it's a really getting honest with yourself. Okay. When you're sitting like in this position, it's mostly this position that this guy's sitting in that makes me think this, okay? So because look at this guy, because like, think of the kind of self-talk that this guy's giving himself. Like, motherfucker, I can't believe I did that. What the hell was I thinking? I'm going to drink this whole goddamn bottle of wine. I'm going to do that. And so it's talking about like the serious self-assessment and self-talk that you will do with yourself. The serious, get down to the nitty-gritty, stop avoiding it type of stuff. And that's what will bring the clarity. And the thing is that I've had people ask me before, how do I know when I've hit that spot? And that spot, you always know you hit what it was that you're trying to work out. At least I always know. And most people tend to agree with this. So, but everybody's different. But how I know I hit something that matters and that's actually like changing is I cry. I go into tears about it. I suddenly start crying because it tweaked like I'm going to call it a pain cord, okay? Pain cord. And it tweaked that and it caused me to cry. And what happens is that crying is a very releasing, you're releasing the old bad frequencies. You're releasing the old negative feelings. And so that's how I usually know when I've hit it. Oh, that's what has been bugging me about this. Another thing you can also do is that you can straight up ask out loud. You must say it out loud. Ask out loud to your spirit guides, please help me find what it is that I'm looking for here to get this clarity. Please help me find what it is I need to look at. It really does work. And so I find that I have to ask out loud. If I don't ask out loud, I kind of like, they're like, I don't know, am I going to help you or not? So let's get you some advice from the Rebel deck here. So Oh, look, funny how the top one says, you need a good fucking cry. That's funny. That's hilarious. All right, what's the advice here for Leo pile 3, please? In regards to this reading, what's the advice for Leo pile 3, please? All right. It says, you are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. Use your voice. Huh. Use your voice. Yeah, you know what? Because I just said that. I just said that. Use your voice. Say it out loud. So maybe that's what you're here to see. Let's do one more. Do we have one in regards to this relationship? Any advice regarding this relationship, please? Whew. Dropped it on the floor here. Okay. In other words, I don't really have one. I think it's more about finding yourself, because it says, eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. Clear your ass out. You know, that kind of thing. So, alright, pile 3, that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. And I will see y'all next time. Thanks. Bye. Hi, pile 4. Welcome to your Leo love reading. So you guys chose the nice tall Egyptian bast in green aventurine. So let's go ahead and pull this right over here to watch over the reading. You've got your cards. They have been pre-selected, so you don't have to suffer through all the shuffling and everything. I do want you to know before we get started here that this is a general reading, not a personal reading. So if you do want a personal reading, there's a link down in the description box to my Etsy shop if you wish to place an order for a personal reading. So since this is a general reading, just know that there will be pieces of this you probably will not resonate with. Some people do with the whole reading, which is awesome, but sometimes it's just a piece of it where you're like, oh yeah, that's the message for me. So let's take a look here, see what's going on for your love reading. And if you did resonate with something, or you like the way that I do the reading, hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Let's get started. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And the 4 of Cups. That's fascinating. Temperance reversed. Ooh, good. Current energies, the Sun. I like that. The Challenge, we've got the Emperor reversed. Okay. And then for you, Leo, we've got Queen of Pentacles. Good. For them, 8 of Swords reversed. Okay, and the advice from Spirit is 3 of Pentacles, and then for the outcome here, we've got the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So just know that, Leo, I do read you on this side of the reading here, but if you're resonating with this side, then fabulous. So what's happening here, Leo, is we've got this Wheel of Fortune card coming up for you. Like, there is, like, it's like you've had a real good string of good luck, a string of things going right for you. And it's due to you having taken some sort of action. You have taken some sort of action towards what it was that you were trying to work for, or you did something and it had unintended good consequences to it, which is awesome. You're just like, woo! So you're going through this like wonderful moment in your life. It's just a string of good luck. And your person, we've got this 4 of Cups here, where I'm just like, they're like, well, you know, I'm kind of jealous. This is screaming jealousy to me, because it's like, you know, well, they've got all this stuff. They're like, but they've got that stuff over there, and you know what? It just kind of like being like bratty and kind of snotty about things. So it's like somebody who's kind of jealous, or your person feeling kind of left out from the whole thing and kind of bored, and you know, they're watching you succeed and everything like that, and they've got their own shit, right? They've got their own shit going on. So the thing is that they have in their head something going, boy, aren't you jealous? You should be having that too. So they're sitting back with their arms crossed, just kind of staring and watching, right? With your wonderful, you know, string of luck that you've got going on. This right here, the past energies is this Temperance reverse. This is you making the moves, making the change. You starting to move forward with whatever it was. Maybe you finally reached out to that employer you were looking at, or maybe you reached out to that client you were wanting to build a contract with. So anything where suddenly now everything's just a really good string of luck, and it's going your way. And right now you're in the position where you're just like, I am seeing it, and I'm living in the happiest times. Being Leo, right? This is your card. This is your card. It's also the happiest card in the deck. So it's absolute, you know, you're just feeling great right now. You get the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune, boom. And also this Queen of Pentacles here. Hell yes, you're in a good spot. So the challenge between you and your person here, we've got the Emperor reversed. We've got a lack of communication. We've got a lack of communication. Also just kind of like some jealous feelings. Some not feeling good enough feelings. Not feeling good enough type feelings that are standing in between you guys. And so it's coming from this person. So they're feeling kind of like they can't keep up with you. You know, and that happens sometimes, you know, because, you know, you and I and them, clearly, we all go through phases like that every so often. And, well, this is their phase. This is their time to do that. So, Leo, we've got you here with that Queen of Pentacles. This is you. You're like, man, I am the Queen of Comfort. I am building everything to be wondrous in my life. I'm very happy. I'm very excited for things. But, you know, the unknown factor about your person here is we've got the Eight of Swords reversed. So sometimes that can, you know, sometimes this Eight of Swords reverse can signify release from their own inner prison, basically. It can signify that. But it can also signify that they truly have themselves locked down at an extreme level. There's something really deep down in there that they're working on, deep down within their shadow. So I think that that's what's happening, is they're working on something within their shadow, and you just happen to be triggering it. That's not your fault, okay? That's not on you. You don't need to be apologizing for anything, nothing. They need to be paying attention to what it is that they're actually having a problem with. And it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with something that they learned in the past, or some belief that they believed in the past, and it's kind of just bled into this current state. So it's one of those situations where they need to ask themselves, is that actually true? Is it absolutely 100% true, or do you just think it is? And so that's what they need to ask themselves, and really investigate why they're thinking this way and why it's kind of coming out at you. So the advice from Spirit, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, this is good. This is setting up a solid foundation between the two of you. They're suggesting that you set up that solid foundation. Solid foundations are built with really good communication, kind of reading between the lines with people, and that's just how it is. You know, Leo, I'm sure you have some intuition going on if you're watching tarot readings. So use that intuition to read in between the lines about what's going on with your person here, because they may not even be fully aware. Sometimes when people are coming from a space of, you know, inner work that they need to be doing, they have no idea where to start. They have no idea what they're seeing. So sometimes if you read between the lines and present it gently to them, that it will help them work through it and help them get through it. That way then they can enjoy this with you. They can enjoy it with you and not be upset about the whole thing. And the outcome we've got here looks really good. 8 of Pentacles. So 8 of Pentacles, I mean, that's showing that you guys are working on it, going deep down into the work. This also talks about soul work. Okay? So this leans back to your connection with this person. You have a deep connection with them, and you're here to help them with whatever it is that they're going through, just like they're there to help you. So you guys will be working it out here in the future. Just absolute communication and kind of just reading between the lines, being gentle about it. Try not to be upset at the fact that they're upset, because it has nothing to do with you. Okay? It has nothing to do with you. And if you just heard my stomach growl, I'm sorry, I'm hungry. Okay, so let's get some details. Details. All right. So, what's going on with this 4 of Cups here? Tell me, what is it that Leo's person is upset with? Tell me more about that. Tell me about this 4 of Cups. Why is it here? Why is the 4 of Cups here, please? Got 7 of Wands and the Chariot reversed. Gotcha. Okay. So 7 of Wands and the Chariot reversed in relation to this. So, okay. So yeah, so with this, what they're seeing is that they're like, I work my ass off. I work my ass off, and I never come across this type of happiness with what it is that I'm working on. I never get that. Why is it that when I put in so much work, shit happens, but you know what, they barely make a move, and they, you know, they strike gold. So they're upset in regards to something like that. They're upset that it is a deep down not feeling good enough type situation. It is a deep down, they base their worth off of their accomplishments. And they're upset when someone else appears to have done less. Appears to have done less than they have, and the other person, you know, benefits greatly from it. That has, again, Leo, that has nothing to do with you. Got it? Remember that. They may make it sound like it has to do with you, but it's not. This is all their own inner work that they've got to do, okay? So just whatever they work on just blows up in their face and goes nowhere, right? With this Chariot reversed. So it's pretty sad, actually. That's hard. That's some hard work to be doing, some really deep down stuff. They may or may not have had a parent that was very demanding on their performance in their past, or parent or caregiver or whatever. May have been very, very demanding on their performance in the past, and so they are upset when they don't meet their own now self-imposed requirements. So yeah, Queen of Wands. It just makes them want to quit and cut it out. You know, quit and just move on to something else that they're better with when they do that. So, all right, tell me more about, let's see here. Tell me more about the 3 of Pentacles, please. Why is the 3 of Pentacles here? What is it that they can discuss? Okay, actually all these. Okay. Gotcha. Fascinating. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Swords reversed, the King of Pentacles reversed, and the World reversed. Oh. I think this right here, this King of Pentacles right here, this may be that parent figure or caregiver figure. Remind them that this person's not there to judge them anymore. Not there to judge them or give them consequences for not, performing well or something like that. Tell them that. Tell them that old way of thinking isn't necessary anymore. Kind of remind them that old way of thinking isn't necessary anymore with this World card reversed. That cycle is closed. It is done. And long past it. So you're not even in that cycle anymore. And this kind of says the same thing. Yes, it really, really hurts you. It really did cause them a lot of pain and suffering. And it kind of created a programming in their own head that they had to perform, otherwise they weren't good enough. And that has nothing to do with anything. So it's a lot of pain that they're dealing with. I don't know how this actually went to this, but Leo, you may be seeing this from this person. Or I'm talking to a cross-watcher. You may be seeing this from this person and you're concerned. Why is it that they're upset? Why are they upset with me? Yeah, this is why. Okay, so let's talk about this Eight of Pentacles. How's it all going to go? How's Leo going to feel with this in the future here? Oh, good. Okay. So we've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got that Four of Cups right side up again. See, this is Four of Cups. And then we've got the King of Wands. So there will be a little bit of a... so there will be more balance, okay? There is going to be more balance between you guys because you guys are going to be talking. You're going to be reviewing everything. They're still going to be kind of in this space, though. I feel like they're going to try to hide it. But you can't force them to get through it faster. You can't. Everybody has to do it on their own time. And this just may be their time and they have to do it in their own time frame. We can't tell you how long it takes to actually get through this. Some people are able to dig down deep into the nitty-gritty of what kind of shit they've got going on in their head and then just address it and be done with it. But a lot of us don't have that. A lot of us don't. All right, let's get some advice here from the Couples Rebel deck. And let's see. So what's the advice for Leo regarding this reading, please? What's the advice for Leo regarding this reading, please? Okay. All those. Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay. So we've got the first one. It says, listen, you still don't fucking get it. If you're, Leo, if you're being too distracted with what this is going on and too distracted with your own, well, why don't you support me kind of feelings, just stop and open your ears. Stop and open your ears. It's their own past stuff. If you can just step back and realize this has nothing to do with you. I've said this like 6 times. Has nothing to do with you. Okay? I just heard something fall outside. Okay. Bare your fucking soul. Trust. Share your crazy ass dreams, wishes, and passions. Tell them about like some previous times that you've had to deal with that, or tell them how, you know, it's been, just tell them the truth of what's happened to you in the past and how you got through it and everything like that, and just be understanding that they're in a space that you may have been in the past, and you've required time, and so do they. And one of you is doing too many fucking chores. That person better get laid now. Maybe that's why they're pissed off. Who knows? So if they're upset and everything like that, you know, try to see if it's possible to talk them down off the cliff edge. They're still going to be upset. You can't talk them 100%, you know, peaceful, because they got to do that work themselves. But maybe you can take the edge off and everything. So. All right, Leo, that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks. Bye.